Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The give is to Elliott. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Tackled back.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal from the 6. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, it's Thompson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first down, Thompson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Xavier Woods on the tackle.
On second down now, it's Thompson, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Another carry for the running back.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
4-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew to Thompson on the screen. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia, and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
To throw is Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 83 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Dallas.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
But it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
It's a turnover
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Looking to throw. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And he will not make it into the end zone. But a flag down here, and I think they're going to get another shot at this. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Cowboys 23, Jaguars 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Hey, CD, let's peer ahead to week 3 on the NFL slate. I'm looking down at the schedule here, seeing what catches my eye. How about the Rams at Buffalo? That's a pretty good game. A couple of 2-0 teams. Dallas at Seattle. What else do you have?
Well, how about Green Bay at New Orleans on Sunday night? We always talk about quarterback matchups that we'd love to see more of. You don't get to see very often Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, and this could be the last time if Drew Brees indeed heads towards retirement after this season. And how about the one that's going to cap off the weekend? Kansas City at Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how big is that one, right? Because there are a number of us who think that this is a preview of the AFC Championship game. But I want to go back to one you mentioned, the Rams and Buffalo. 2 quarterbacks that continue to have to prove their greatness, or even that they should have the job. Jared Goff with the Rams, and of course Josh Allen with Buffalo. Both of them off to really hot starts and looking good.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They go with Thompson again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. They'll run on first down. Thompson, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, Armstead. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flushed out right. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Play action now, Prescott. Sideline throw, that's caught, Amari Cooper. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It'll be Minshew again. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Cowboys 23, Jaguars 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now Yeah, they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Shark, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 30. Jaguars 28.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if
he's got daylight.
I need to get my swag.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 42 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Off play action, it's Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute,
things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 35 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 44. Jaguars 35.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb, 53 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville. it.